top 10 rap albums of 2023.
Let's get it.
I'm going to kick us off at 10, man. I've got an album that was released this morning, which is good. Look, I'll be honest, like there's been a few albums I could put at 10, but I struggled to resonate with 10 albums.
This one hit for you.
And this one hit for me.
Yep.
And The Alchemist is just on a whole nother level at the moment.
He's on a run.
It was Hall & Nash number 2, which is basically a Conway the Machine and West Side Gun collab album.
Yep.
Released this morning. I hit a full listen this morning. I was like, this is my kind of sound. Like Michelangelo and Rey Mysterio was a single released a few months ago off it, which I fucked with back then.
Yep.
It's been rotation since, but Michelangelo was probably the highlight for me. Just grimy and just produced to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And Hall & Nash 2, which is a namesake song. But West Side Gun's ad-libs, which you might not know, but he's got these fucking ad-libs which are... he like always has this machine gun thing.
Yeah.
And The Alchemist just uses like West Side Gun's ad-libs and their lyrical content and produces the sound behind it, which is just fucking sick, bro. What's your 10?
10 for me is Set It Off by Offset. I know you're not the biggest fan of it.
No, I liked it.
Yeah. I just think it has a lot of bangers and like it's a long album and there are some filler songs that probably should have been left off, I think.
Yeah.
But especially the start, like I think the first 5-6 songs are a pretty good run.
Yeah.
And obviously highlights would be Fan, which is in my top 10 songs of the year.
That's your favourite song?
I'm On's a good one as well, which is a bit like slower, chiller. And obviously Say My Grace with Travis Scott. Yeah. Huge.
Say My Grace is huge. That was a leak from a while ago.
Yeah, so they
anticipated release.
They also played it live together like a few months before it was released, so I was hyped for that. You know when you get like real hype for a song before it releases and then it releases and you're like, I've already actually listened to this shitloads.
I try not to listen to leaks.
Yeah, I know.
I try not to.
It's hard.
For me, there was highlights in the album, but I think it was an album that was a victim of the streaming era where they try to make albums too long.
Yeah,
it's not concise enough. Like a few songs could just get
100%
eliminated.
100%. I thought so too.
It would just be a greater listen. Yeah. Something that I like that The Alchemist does. He usually sits between like 4 and 11 songs.
Yeah, it's good.
And just keeps as an experience, keeps everything concise, flows, and
because you can have 11 good songs. Like even if you have a 20-song album, you might only have 11 good songs anyway.
Exactly.
Like,
so at 9, I have "And Then You Pray For Me" by West Side Gun.
At 9, I've got "A Gift and a Curse" by Gunna.
Yeah.
Yep. So why do you like?
Well, West Side Gun is similar to what I said with the album just mentioned before, Hall & Nash number 2, but he has like this high-pitched, sharp, piercing sort of tone of voice, and when it's paired with like a mesmerizing beat, it's like something like a Kitchen Lights. It's just an easy listen, and it's also like just it's entertaining listen because he's like talking about like how much fucking weight he's moving and like what he does to people, whilst like I also feel like I'm like I don't know in like this like kind of trance state, but Kitchen Lights, Mama's Prime Time in 1989 would be the highlights of that album for me.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Gunna, I think it's a really good album. Like
it was
not too long, some good songs. It's good like coming back album from fucking everything that happened, coming from jail and shit. And it's set him on a good fucking trajectory. I think to like now he's like fucking as we said,
completely redeemed himself.
Yeah, 100%.
Completely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When he came out, everyone was fucking shitting on him. Then he drops Bread and Butter, and then that album. Yeah. And I reckon he's fucking...
Shows that good music actually kind of...
Yeah.
That's the main thing everyone wants.
But I think there's so many good songs. It
doesn't matter about the gangster influence.
Yeah, exactly.
It helps, but it doesn't matter.
There's so many good songs that highlights for me. Back to the Moon, Back at It, Go Crazy, All Right. Like even Fuck You Mean is a good song. Yeah. Bread and Butter, of course,
Yeah, Fuck You Mean went nuts.
Yeah.
One of the songs of the year. Like,
it'd be one of the highest.
I had fatigue of it.
Same.
It got all day.
Yeah, it does.
It was
especially when like
huge.
TikTok or something will take a song and you just every fucking scroll you see.
I guess that's every artist stream though. Like
it is. Something good on them. Yeah. It's just got to be one of the highest stream songs of the year.
Yeah, it would be. I think it's sitting on like 300 million at the moment on Spotify alone. Yeah, which is fucking huge.
Alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, at 8, I've got Business is Business by Young Thug.
8, Integrated Tech Solutions by ASAP Rock. Yeah. So this is
ASAP
Rock. Yeah, not ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
It's
questionable, like fucking legal fucking dilemma there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that. Quote me if I'm wrong. You might know. I think ASAP Rocky is like old, and he's been making music for like 25 years.
And he's kind of
ASAP Rocky would be actually copying his name.
Yeah, he's a lot really like he hasn't got that many streams off ASAP Rock, but I actually found this like a couple months ago when it came out. I saw someone on Reddit about it. Yeah, and I listened to it. I was like, whoa, who is this guy? And like, what is this? Yeah, it's really good. It's like got a futuristic, like retro kind of sound, like technology kind of which is cool. I think the production's really nice, and he spits on it as well.
Yeah, 100%. He's still got that old school delivery and flow. Where he would be what would be considered as a lyricist.
Yeah, and just the voice. Yeah, exactly, the voice. Like Mindful Solutionism is probably my favorite song on there.
But listen to the name of the song. Like,
yeah,
I think
exactly.
that implicates that he's going to have some technical ability.
Yeah,
ability
to 100%. 100%.
So with Business is Business, I think that that album is a victim of it being too long.
Yep.
And I think it was made quickly.
Yep.
Like it felt thrown together. In saying that, I love Young Thug. I love his sound, and it was really good to get some Young Thug whilst he was in prison. There was some songs that I have pulled away and have remained in my rotation since.
Same.
I got Uncle Murder.
Yeah,
I fucking had that song.
Mad Dog is a good one for me.
Mad Dog. I got Uncle M, Mad Dog, Oh You Went,
Yep.
Cars Bring Me Out, Parade on Cleveland, and I think that Jonesboro is probably Jonesboro, I guess it's pronounced, is probably one of his best songs ever.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So,
it's a good one.
I fuck with that.
Jonesboro South.
Yeah.
Sounds a good song, eh?
You actually said that to me initially. You're like,
yeah,
you listen to Jones.
Yeah, that's like
that song is probably better than what
you
thought it was on
I really
first
did like that album.
Yeah. At 7, I've got Jack Harlow.
Dude, nice. I got The Great Escape by Larry June.
Yeah.
One you put me onto.
How good is it?
It's really good. Like,
what a listen.
Love that sound. Yeah, fucking oh.
You listen to it in the perfect environment too.
Yeah. At the beach.
On the beach.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude, this is like hitting. Alchemist.
What's he doing?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it further up, but he crafts a sound behind the artist really well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like whether it's El Sweatshirt, the Griselda Boys, or Larry June.
Yeah, exactly.
Creates like a production sound for them, and it's just like
and nails it every time. Like how probably my favorite songs, Palisades CA.
Yeah.
What Happened to the World, which is more like a slower kind of chill one, and I don't even know say it, Barragan Lightning.
Yeah.
One with Joey Badass.
Yeah.
So it's good.
There was another one that I had mentioned. What was it called? Ocean Sounds.
Ocean Sounds.
I was thinking, I was like, if he's listening to that right now, I bet he's like,
I did listen to that one there, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, nice. Well, I think Jackman might be an unpopular pick, but I'm pretty invested in Jack Harlow, and I like that he bounced back well from all the fucking hate he got for the album. I didn't like
so much, dude.
I didn't like the album either, but I think
there's a couple good songs on it, but two good songs.
Yeah. So I think he demonstrated like his pen, his rapping ability. He was vulnerable and introspective on a couple songs, but he also was like a cocky, like braggadocious person in a few songs.
It should be like he's a young dude.
He's got like Denver, They Don't Love It, It Can't Be. So it's like this was a concise album. There was I think it was like 7 or 8 songs.
Yeah. They Don't Love It.
To it in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, this was sick.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I want from Jack Harlow.
That's what he should do, eh?
Yeah.
They Don't Love It is fucking one of his best songs ever.
Yeah, They Don't Love It is fucking awesome.
Yeah, fucking right.
Like he's just saying exactly what he needs to like.
Yeah, and coming from that into obviously Stop Giving Me Advice with Dave and how
First
big
Class as well.
Loving on Me.
And then he had that other song that recently just went.
That's Loving on Me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm Vanilla Baby. Like, it's back on the up.
Fuck off with it.
Yeah.
TikTok picked it up.
Yeah. He crafted it for like.
Yeah, there's an abuse of rappers using samples at the moment, and I'm I'm getting fatigued from it.
It's got to be everyone really done.
Abused it in her most recent album.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, but
yeah,
I don't mind if you kind of use the skeleton of the sample, but when you like really like take both the sample and like kind of the cadence of it as well, it's like fucking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Personal. At 6, I've got The Patience by Mick Jenkins.
True. I got Killer Mike by Michael.
Killer Mike, yeah, Michael.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the other way around. Michael by Killer Mike.
Yeah, I only recently found Killer Mike.
Yeah, same. Well, he's run the Jewels.
Yeah,
the guy from Jewels. Yeah. And they're like a sleeper for me. Like, you listen to their song, I'm like, fuck, they're actually good.
Yeah.
But I never actually like consistently listen to them.
He has like a bit of a deeper tone of voice that I can't always fuck with the flow, but from a technical point of view, his music's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
That album is really good.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's really highly touted by everyone else. Like everyone else probably has that album like fucking top 2.
Yeah, realistically.
Top 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Scientists and Engineers wasn't in any of our lists.
Nah, but it was an honourable.
I felt disingenuous.
Yeah, same, because it's more recent.
Yeah,
same.
But that song,
it's a good song.
Andre 3000.
Yeah. He's got Run with Young.
Can still rap amazingly.
Yep.
Oh my God. And then Future on that album was cool. Future
it's like a little like break in the middle. Like,
yeah. Future and Andre 3000 is something I think I would see, but it worked.
That song with Run with Young Thug, I really like that too. And Young Thug's part on that's good.
Yeah.
What else have I got? Yeah.
So for me, with Mick Jenkins, I only found him when he released this album as well. So the NFR podcast put me onto him, and I was really impressed and surprised with like how good he is. It's just a fresh sound.
Yep.
He's got impressive rap ability, and he has a run of 4 songs with the beginning of the album that I really liked, which is Michelin Star, Show and Tell with Freddie Gibbs, Sitting Ducks with Benny the Butcher, and then Smoke Breakdance with Jid, and it was really good. Enjoyed the album, refreshing listen, and someone new that's in my rotation, which is nice.
That is good. It is good.
Yeah, the regulars.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you got at 5?
5 for me, A Great Chaos, Ken Carson's.
Nice. I got Voir Dire with his... Which is El Sweatshirt and The Alchemist.
Yeah, nice. That's a fucking good album.
Yeah.
Once again, creating the sound for him.
Yeah, dude, because I think like El Sweatshirt has such a boring tone.
Yeah.
Like, I love El Sweatshirt, but at the end of the day, like, he
monotone
doesn't really change his delivery and flow that much. Like, he
speed,
has
cadence,
a voice and a cadence, and like that's kind of how he delivers.
That's his
but
brand.
he was able to like, pair a sound and a production style with Earl's kind of like monotone temperament and delivery, and it was like A1. The album was concise. The album felt like an experience, and the highlights for me were Main Color, the Caliphate, and Free the Ruler. So 2 of those are with Vince Staples. And
Nice.
I fuck with Vince Staples.
I love Vince
Remember
Staples.
when I put him onto you fucking before he was opening for Drake?
Years
ago, and I was like, dude, this Vince Staples guy, he's got some bangers.
I remember seeing him open for Flume at River Stage. That was he was on Flume's album, so obviously he came in for a few songs as well. Fuck, he's good. Like, I really like him.
He's really good.
All right. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about Grey Cars. I love that sound, that new sound.
It's messy.
The Yeety, but like it's just like one of those things when you're ready for it. Yeah. When you're listening to it in the right mood. Yeah. It's like,
I think it does what it intends.
Yeah,
exactly. That sound is constructed for you to respond like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck.
Yeah. And it's good having something new like that new kind of sound that I'm kind of fucking with.
You gotta get on the waves, like not be so resistant to it. I sometimes strgle to jump onto that because I'm like, fucking this sounds like shit. But then, if you listen to it for what it is,
exactly.
It's an easy listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been like that too as well. With some sounds, you're just like, I don't love it, but eventually come around. Favorite songs, Rockstar Lifestyle for sure. Jennifer's Body, Fighting My Demons, another good one, Succubus, to name a few. But I think it's a good album.
That song with that album was pretty highly rated among circles as well.
Yeah.
Some call it an easy listen. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, you got to be in the mood for it. You wouldn't just like put it on and chill.
Yeah.
You'd like listen to it and like
on drugs.
Drink. Sit down on the bottle of chat.
Sit down with a bag of pingers and like some fucking acid. Like at 4, I've got For All the Dogs.
Nice. I got Scaring the Hose. Danny Brown, JPEG Mafia.
Well, For All the Dogs, I think this is a running theme in this episode, but it's too long.
Yep.
Would have benefited from just being cut down a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
But this album's aged well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Initially, how I saw it.
I think a lot of people as well.
Saw it was like, fuck. But I think it's aged well. Drake's proved again that he's the top of the game. Yep. No one touches him. And
versatile freak.
He's a versatile freak.
Yeah.
The album has a song of the year for me with First Person Shooter.
Yeah.
And I also feel like the deluxe fucking delivered.
Yeah.
Like he heard the critics.
The one thing that people wanted from the album that maybe they didn't get as much, he just like, here, have 5 songs of that.
That I've written in the last 5 days.
Yep. And shut up about it.
Oh fuck! And like all of them are really well written.
Yeah, dude.
Great songs. But the deluxe delivered. The album's aged well, and it's got a little bit of everything. It's got versatility all throughout it. You got rapping performances, singing performances, some with both. Then you have some more experimental sounds for him, like I Don't Give a Fuck with Yeet.
Yeah.
So he's he's trying different things, and I think that he's ahead of the curve. I think when you kind of view Drake as being the trendsetter. Yep. Rather than like being someone following a trend, then you're like, oh, he's actually kind of carving the lane here.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when the sound grows on you.
Yeah, exactly. You know the amount of songs that he's put out and people go, what the fuck is this? And then everyone goes, oh, dude, that's actually like cool. And people start copying it, and then it's the new thing. Yeah, it's fair. Scaring the Hose, fuck, what an album. That's a recent like addition for me as well. But I love those 2 artists and their voices, kind of like.
What a fresh sound.
Yeah, it is. They complement each other so well. It's just like, and like,
that's what I had. I just said, the album was just a breath of fresh air, and the word like unique kept coming to mind, like the way that they, their vocals paired with the production. It's just like it's a unique sound, but it was. I don't even know if it's even really in hip hop.
It's
just, like it is.
It's just like ham music, like
it's just like a kind of concoction of shit.
Yeah, it works.
It fucking
throw
works.
something at the wall and it's stuck.
What's your highlights on there?
Perfect.
Yeah,
lean beef patty.
Yeah. I have Kingdom Hearts
Key. That's another one I had
with Redville, which is that's the artist I was telling you to check out. Which is really good. Like. And I liked Steppa Pig as well.
Yeah, nice.
that is my third pick as well, which will lead us into next. So I've got 3. I've got Sierra and the Hose. It's for the reasons we just mentioned.
Yep. 3, I got Texas Boy Mark Dimes.
Yeah, I haven't heard it, I haven't heard it. I need to check it out after this.
It's good. Well, I know you like Mark Dimes and his last album.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really strong like follow-up album. Yeah. And I think he's pretty underrated, Mark Dimes. Like,
he is. I hadn't really heard of him. I think a lot of the artists that have kind of come to prominence this
year
are quite
which is cool.
Relative to like the mainstream, like your JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown,
exactly.
Larry June.
Yeah.
Hell Sweatshirt even.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Dimes.
Good to see him like that. Yep.
You know, Killer Mike. Like they're all quite underrated, really.
Yeah, one of my favourite songs of the year came from this album, Hatchback, with Joey Badass. Insane. But it's got Kiss and Tell, Off the Porch, fucking 2 other good songs that I will play for you.
Off the Porch. So is he like a bit of a gangster then? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
There's a few features on that song with like a few other gangsters. I forget, like Big X The Plug.
Yeah.
And shit.
Big X The Plug slaps.
Yeah. Okay. It's a good song. That's like the final song.
You have to check him out. I think I would like that sound.
You would, yeah. And like you've played Mark Dimes from his last. What is it?
Yeah.
In Dimes We
Trust. Yeah.
A few good songs of that, and I think the way his voice fits with a lot of the instrumentals he uses is really cool.
That's huge, eh? Like having a producer that knows how to produce around you.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Help you build a sound.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at 2, I've got The Great Escape with Larry June and The Alchemist.
Nice, dude. Very
kind
well.
of already touched on it, but The Alchemist, I think, like Larry June's a really good, rapper, but The Alchemist is just a trendsetter. He's carving a lane forward for a lot of artists at the moment, and he's just producing great albums where, like, the whole listen is just great, and they're like unique listens.
Yeah.
They're an album experience. It's a unique listen. It's an easy listen.
Yep.
Highlights for me are, I don't know how to pronounce it. You might have said it before, like
Palisades. Yeah, California.
Palisades, Ocean Sounds, and Orange Village were the 3 songs that really jumped out for me.
Yeah, it's a really good album. And I think it could have been higher on mine if I had have heard it earlier than I did. Like so, once again, it'd be disingenuous, but but it's a really good album.
Try to be honest here.
Yeah, it's a really good album.
What's it 2 for you?
I got For All the Dogs, Drake.
Yeah.
So we talked a lot about that, but I think it is a good album. Not like it's comparatively to old albums, which is hard not to do. It might not be as good, but I think with the way that Drake's career, where it's at, and what he's tried to do with that album, I think it is perfect.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot.
Yeah. And I think it might be like the last bit of music we hear from him for a little bit, like fresh music.
Yeah.
Based on him saying
what he said.
He wants to take a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Appreciate it while he's here, eh?
Yeah.
Appreciate the greatness while it's here.
Give him his flowers.
While
he's here.
Because
it's easy to
easily stop rapping and
people
he doesn't need to rap.
Yep. And for him to put out good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Like this far into his career is pretty good and new stuff.
It's been cool to see him kind of like put water or put out the fires where like people used to. I think he did have a ghostwriter, but people in his inner circle like Lil Yachty and that say like no, like this guy can really write. Drake is a lyrical and musical genius.
100%. Dude.
He's got this like crazy holistic vision of like how his music should be, the music videos.
Yeah.
And like if you push him into writing, he will.
Right.
Don't mess with that boy. Like, they call him the boy.
His mates all call him the boy, not Drake.
We both have the same number 1, don't we?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Utopia.
It's gotta be Utopia.
Yeah.
It was not a hard pick for me at all.
No, it wasn't like that.
Clear cut.
Yeah. Just the hype around that album and the fact that it exceeded expectations really, which is hard to do after Astroworld and all of his albums, Better Than Chaps as well. Yeah, he smashed it.
I genuinely feel like he did exceed my expectations personally. I had it was more than worth the wait, and there's just the variance in his sounds. Like you got a little bit of everything in it, and it's like his sound is so unique.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I've not heard anything like Utopia before. I'm like,
it's really cool.
Completely fresh listen for me.
And the way that he talks about it is like that's the album he's wanted to make for a while. Like Astroworld was more like a fantastic album, but it was like he made it for a certain way, but he wanted to make Utopia how it was, and he's pretty happy with how it turned out, and so is everyone. I think.
I'll ask you a question: would you go Astroworld or
I would,
Utopia?
Dude, I don't know. I think I would go. It's hard. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might.
I would go Utopia.
I think I would.
I think
I think I would. If it's hard, like I don't know, because obviously Astroworld, you got a bit of.
I'd go Rodeo number 1.
Rodeo's number 1.
Utopia
We talked about
2.
Yeah.
I go Astroworld 3.
Yeah, I think.
Then I go Birds in the Trap 4.
Mm.
And then his remaining after that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Days Before Rodeo and then Alpha probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Probably Clay.
Yeah, but I predict the album will age well. It wasn't a hard pick for me at all.
Yeah,
I could listen to the whole album from start to finish and not skip a thing.
Yeah,
and 10 to 12 songs from that album are still heavily in my
Yeah,
rotation.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
fuck yeah. There's only a couple that I didn't fuck with that much at the time, or now, but you never know.
Okay. Well, so it's at 10. I have Hall & Nash number 2 by The Alchemist, which is a Conway the Machine and Westside Gun collab album.
Yep.
At 9, And Then You Pray For Me, Westside Gun. 8, Business is Business by Thugger. 7, Jackman, Jack Harlow.
Yep.
6, The Patience, Mick Jenkins. 5, Voir Dire by El Sweatshirt and The Alchemist.
Yep.
4, For All the Dogs, Drake. 3, Scaring the Hose by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown.
Mm-hmm.
At 2, The Great Escape by Larry June and The Alchemist. And the album of the year, Utopia and Travis Scott.
Well done. All right. Mine is at 10, Set It Off, Offset. 9, A Gift and a Curse, Gunner. 8, Integrated Tech Solutions, ASAP Rock. 7, The Great Escape by Larry June. 6, Killer Michael. 5, A Great Chaos, Ken Carson's. 4, Scaring the Hose, Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia. 3, Mike Dimes with Texas Boy. 2, For All the Dogs, Drake, and 1, Utopia.
Yeah.
Travis Scott, album of the year.
Good. I actually think that it ended up being a really good album. A good year of music.
Me too.
Heaps of fresh artists coming into,
which is cool.
into rotation, which is nice.
Cool.
But that wraps up our last podcast.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah.
We're now 11 episodes into this podcast, and
it's gone quick.
We really appreciate everybody that's started listening to our podcast, and
Yep.
it's been picking up some steam, which is really cool.
Yep.
And it's been really cool to see some interaction between the people that listen to us.
Yeah.
Commenting whether they agree or disagree on what their picks were. And
we love it all.
We'd be interested to hear if you agree or if you disagree with our picks. If you want to shit on us, shit on us. If you agree, you agree. But let us know in the comments what your top 10 look like. And thanks for everybody tuning in this year. And really appreciate it.
See you next year.
See you next year.
Big year coming.